Quicken Simplify claims to be the all-in-one fix for your budget, but does its price tag actually match the value you get? I connected my real accounts and thoroughly tested every tool for months to find out. What I discovered about the real Quicken Simplify cost and the one way to get it for the best price changes everything. Here's what you have to know before you pay to avoid overpaying. Now, let's get straight to it. Understanding the real Quicken Simplify price isn't just about the fee itself. It's about whether this is the right tool for your financial life in the first place. Simplify is built for the person who is tired of spreadsheets and guesswork. If you're entering a new life stage, maybe buying a home, starting a family, or just finally wanting to get a grip on your spending and you want a clean, mobile-first app that does the heavy lifting for you, well, this is built for you. It's for someone who values automation over manual entry, who wants to see their cash flow in real time, and who needs clarity on bills and goals without a finance degree, and who wants to take it on the go. But for all of this, don't just take my word for it. When you actually look at user experiences, the picture of who benefits becomes crystal clear. Take this user, for example. He said that Simplify is a relatively easy-to-use product that helps him track expenses and see spending categories. He called the automatic bank syncing a game changer for preparing his taxes. He did mention that setting up rules can sometimes be cumbersome, but he finished by saying that it's a great overall product. So that is a key oversight here. The core value is really huge, even if there is a small learning curve to it. Another user was even more direct, saying that Simplify lives up to its name and has actually fully automated his financial record keeping on autopilot. This tells us exactly who it's for. The busy person who wants setup and then simplicity, right? Simplify. Now, how does it stack up to big names like Mint, Rocket Money, or Empower? Well, Mint was great for a free overview but could feel cluttered with ads, and we all know what happens to Mint. Rocket Money is strong, but it often pushes its bill negotiation services, and Empower leans hard into investing and net worth, which is powerful, but its budgeting isn't as intuitive for daily life. I think Quicken Simplify finds its edge right here, so it offers a cleaner, more focused experience, and unlike the others, it lets you create custom watch lists to track specific spending areas like delivery apps or home improvement, which is incredibly powerful for targeted budgeting. It syncs reliably with most banks, and all of the ones I tried, and that can be a common pain point with competitors, and it gives you a distraction-free view of exactly what's safe to spend today. So, if your main goal is crystal clear control over your everyday cash flow and goals on the go, then that is where the Quicken Simplify cost starts to make serious sense. Okay, now that we know who Quicken Simplify is for, let's crack open the app and see what you're actually getting when you sign up to Quicken Simplify's plan. I tested every major tool inside, and the difference between guessing your budget and knowing it using the app is night and day. Let's start with the absolute foundation, connecting your accounts and seeing everything in one place. Once you link your bank, credit cards, and loans through secure partners like Plaid, the magic starts to happen. One of the first tools you'll land on is the spending plan. This isn't a traditional rigid budget. It's a dynamic, real-time view of your money. It shows you your monthly income, bills, and goals, and then calculates exactly how much is left for everything else. It adjusts automatically as you spend. I found this to be the single biggest shift from feeling really confused to feeling more in control of my money. One user review I saw perfectly captured this, saying that using Simplify has been essential for their family to see where their money is going. That's the experience. Immediate and simple clarity. So this leads perfectly into the bills and income section. Here you can see all of your upcoming bills and paydays in one timeline. It shows past due items and even your combined cash flow forecast. This stopped me from ever being surprised by a bill ever again. It directly tackles the worry of overpaying on late fees or by forgetting subscriptions. And speaking of subscriptions, that is where watch lists come in. This is a killer feature. So let's say you're worried about food delivery costs spiraling out of control. You create a watch list for Uber Eats and DoorDash, and the app tracks every related transaction across all of your accounts, giving you a live total and a graph. It's hyper-specific budgeting that looks good that other apps just don't handle as well. Then there's savings goals. Whether you're saving for a vacation, a new car, or a down payment, you can create a goal, set a target amount and date, and then Simplify will automatically calculate how much you need to set aside each month, and then it'll track your progress right inside your spending plan. It turns abstract dreams into a funded plan that you can follow. For deeper insights, and if you want to delve even further, the reports section is super powerful. You can review spending by category, payee, or tag over any time period. There's a monthly summary report and a dedicated refund tracker that automatically monitors your returns. Another user review praised this, saying that Simplifi provides a clear overview and reliable syncing with charts that are easy to control. For homeowners or prospective buyers, the Zillow integration is a clever touch here. You can connect your property and track its estimated value right inside your net worth. It's a small but thoughtful feature for a comprehensive financial picture. I also wanted more raw, unfiltered opinions, so I looked on Reddit. In a thread asking if anyone actually uses Quicken Simplifi, the sentiment about this app was pretty clear. One user said that he started using it after getting overwhelmed with spreadsheets, and that it's low effort and shows what's safe to spend, which, according to him, helps keep him sane. Another user, who switched after Mint shut down, said that he's used it for years, loves it, and that it's easy to use and keeps him in check. Then there's this user, who nailed the value, saying that what made Simplifi click was seeing bills, subscriptions, and goals all in one spot, which stopped him from overspending when he forgot a big bill was due. That is the real conversation about Quicken Simplifi and its pricing. It's not about a monthly fee, it's really about whether this toolkit can give you that level of control and peace of mind. But of course, no app is perfect, so to make the smartest decision on Quicken Simplifi and its pricing, you need to know the potential downsides too. The most consistent note I've seen is in the initial setup. One user review simply stated that the product is not simple to use. Now, in my experience, this isn't about the daily use, which is very smooth and simple, but about the initial rulemaking for categorizing transactions. Initially, you need to set up the categories, and then you might need to manually tweak a category, and the process to create a perfect automated rule can take a couple of tries to get right. So yeah, that's a fair point to bring up. If you're coming from a completely manual system or a simpler app, there is a short learning curve to harness its full power. However, once those rules are set and once you really get it, it truly does run on autopilot. The core automation, the syncing, the spending plan, the watch lists, all of them work flawlessly. So while the first hour or so might require a bit more attention, it saves you countless hours down the road. In the context of the value provided, it's a minor initial hurdle, not a deal-breaking flaw, but again, it is something to note. And finally, when it comes to the actual Quicken Simplifi cost, the pricing is pretty competitive for a dedicated, full-featured finance app. When you weigh the Quicken Simplifi price against the time and stress it can save, and the potential to avoid overspending and dealing with all these late fees among all of its other tools, the value proposition is really strong for an active money manager like this. For the most current Quicken Simplifi subscription price and any active promo or discount code they're offering, make sure to check that link in the description of this video. We'll try to keep it updated so that you can get the best possible deal on your Quicken Simplifi plan at any point in time. So, after this deep dive into Quicken Simplifi and its pricing, here's my straight take. If you're someone who wants a set-it-and-forget-it system for your money, if you're tired of financial guesswork and you want a clean, powerful app to track bills, goals, and spending in real time and to keep things pretty simple, then the Quicken Simplifi cost is absolutely justified for what you get. To get started with any available Quicken Simplifi coupon code and to pay just a fraction of the cost, check the link in the description.